Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, welcome to today's video, guys. We'll be talking about Sarah Boone, also known as the Suitcase Killer. This story starts back in February the 25th of 2020 when Sarah called the police to her address and claimed that her boyfriend, Jorge Torres, was dead. The couple were both 42 years old at the time, and Sarah told police that after a drunken night, the pair decided to play hide-and-seek because they both thought it would be funny to put him in a suitcase. But then Sarah went upstairs and fell asleep, leaving George trapped in the suitcase all night, alone. So this happened on the 24th, the day before police arrived. They both had a very shady history with domestic abuse between each other, and I'll talk more about this later in the video. But you will come to see that the story Sarah fed police couldn't be further from the truth. Straight from the beginning, Sarah lied to the police saying that they were playing hide-and-seek and that's why George was in the suitcase. We all know that's not how hide-and-seek works. But anyway, this is the story she claimed. I just want to say I've heard people call George different names. Some people call him Jorge, while others say George. I'm not sure which one is right, so throughout the video I'll refer to him as George, and I apologize if this isn't the correct pronunciation. Before we begin, I do have to say, I will be showing a very disturbing video at some point that was taken on Sarah's phone of what she did to George in his last moments alive. So I will say this now. Viewer discretion is advised. If this is too upsetting to watch, that's okay. I advise to click off now, and we'll meet again in another video. I will also put a warning just before I play the clip. Okay, so first, let's take a quick look at the body cam footage from police when they arrived at Sarah's address back in 2020.
What's going on? I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like, he and I were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take the stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay.
So then it's like, we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase. Problem is I fell asleep. I fell asleep.
When did you do CPR?
This morning, when I found it.
Before you called?
Yes!
It's 1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him, and I took him out, and I tried doing CPR, and then I called him, and then I called you. I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. You're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what happened.
I fell asleep, so I don't know if he suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or what.
What kind of medical conditions does he have?
None that I know of.
Nothing that you know of.
None that I know of.
You didn't take any medicine?
No. All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek. That's all that happened.
Okay.
Alright, so you can see already from the body cam footage that something seems very off with Sarah. The story she's giving, the tone of voice, and her body language just seem very sketchy, like she's hiding something. And I will cover both sides of the story in this, but already it looks as if Sarah is lying. And you certainly wouldn't act like that if your boyfriend accidentally died. She would be in deep distress and sorrow. Whereas here it seems like she's panicking, trying to cover something up. Although from doing some research, some sources think that despite their toxic relationship, that the night she put George in the suitcase, she just wanted to teach him a lesson and scare him a bit. That she didn't want him to actually die. But I'll let you be the judge of that. And even if that was true, it's no excuse for treating someone the way she did. They were constantly fighting and being abusive towards each other. But despite the abuse, they always seemed to get back together. Nothing could tear them apart, except for that fatal day back in 2020. Let's look a bit more at that body cam footage before moving on to the horrifying video she captured of George's death on her phone.
It's on the counter.
I can't move anything from out of the house. Here, I want you to sit down because I don't want you passing out. This is probably a lot for you to deal with, right? Sit. I don't
water. Just water.
I can get you some water, okay? I want you not on your feet because I don't want you passing out on me.
No. Ex-wife. We've been divorced about a year and a half. About 11:30 is when I started calling to find out because this is supposed to be her day. Her child.
Okay.
She's generally not very good about always doing it. She drink.
They called back and said she was still there, or she came back.
So I was calling to find out if she was going to be getting him or not today.
From school?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I started calling like 11:30, called every half hour or so, and then
she was back inside the lobby.
Finally got a hold of her at 12:49, which is when she told me what was going on and if I'd come over here. So I came over.
She called at 12:45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 12:49.
12:49.
Got over here, told her she needed to call 911, get somebody over here, and then basically she said she needed to go outside, have a drink and a cigarette. I walked back out the house because I didn't really want to.
Who called? Did you call or did she call?
Well, I called. She called me back when I was on my way to make sure I was coming over. But I called her.
Give me 1 second, okay? Okay. But you've met him before.
I've met him before. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They've got a whole fun history.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, you guys have called over there quite a few times.
For the two of them?
Yeah, he's been arrested like I think 5 times against her. So.
Really? Okay. I'm not familiar with.
So,
I haven't been here personally.
It's.
So they have
he's currently on parole because of it. So.
Because of domestic violence with her.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes. From last time he got whatever it's called, retrial something or other. He had to go to a domestic violence class.
Okay.
I know he was doing it at a parole officer, stuff like that. But I mean, like every time she'd have him arrested, the next day she was trying to get him bailed out of jail. So I don't know what it is.
Oh, she's getting water from this tap. Probably gonna pass out on it.
I fell asleep,
Okay.
forgetting that he was
So
in
you
the
guys were
suitcase.
playing the hide and go
Yes.
seek. And at some point you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the suitcase. So he thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is. But then I fell asleep. I fell asleep.
Where was the suitcase?
Right
You
where
got
it
in
is.
it? Right down there?
Yes.
You zipped him in there?
Yes.
Thought he would be funny, a little
It
joke?
was. We both were laughing about it.
Okay.
And then I fell asleep, totally forgetting that he was in the suitcase still.
Okay. And then you came back downstairs?
This morning, or this afternoon, yes, when I totally forgot that he was in the suitcase.
You began to do CPR on him?
Yes. Yes.
About
And he
what time
gurgled,
this morning
like
did you start doing
this? And I was like, I forgot he was in the suitcase and he wasn't moving, nothing was happening. So I unzipped it, took him out and started doing CPR on him. Air was coming out and he was gurgling, but I could just tell by looking at him.
But you knew?
After you zipped them up, did you move the bag around and mess with them at all, or you just zipped it up and walked away
And I
laughing?
both were laughing about it, but I went upstairs and I fell asleep.
Okay.
They're going to think I killed him.
Why would they think that?
They always have said that. They've always have said that.
What have they
I
said?
told you it's because I'm the blue-eyed white dragon. That's what they call me. Because they don't want him with me.
Okay, so I think that footage speaks for itself. So she's claimed that it was all a laugh and a silly game, that they both found it really funny, and then she went to bed and forgot about him. But it would be hard to forget something like that. I don't think for 1 second she actually forgot. Whether a horrible accident or cold-blooded murder, I will leave you guys to decide. And as you're about to see, it seems very clear that at some point this was no longer a game. It turned into a cruel act that had George begging to be let out.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
You.
Sarah.
You.
Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
Sarah. I can't breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah. 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 Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Real or ransom. I want to get video for it extra. Because I got this.
Sarah.
Real or ransom.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you string on me.
Sarah. Please, Sarah.
Yeah. You should probably shut up.
Sarah.
Shh.
Sarah.
What a horrible video. That was really hard to watch. So as you've just seen, George pleaded with Sarah multiple times to be let out. Then what sounds like what was probably his last breath, she seemed to show no remorse in what she'd done. Just like the body cam footage. I personally do believe that Sarah didn't care if George would die that night. And although both of them were in a domestically abusive relationship with one another, that doesn't mean George deserved to die. It's very chilling how she just sat there and laughed at him as he begged to be let out. I will now show the audio from the 911 call that was made by Sarah the day after she'd locked him in the suitcase. I want you to pay close attention to how she doesn't seem to want to do CPR and claims to have already tried. But if this is someone you love, you surely wouldn't stop doing CPR until the medics show up. It's like she doesn't even care that he's dead. She just cares about not getting in trouble.
Okay, is he hanging from somewhere or what, ma'am?
No, I pulled him out of the suitcase. I tried giving him CPR.
Okay, so he was in a suitcase?
Yes, and I fell asleep.
Okay, how old is the boyfriend, ma'am? 42-year-old male. All right. Okay, we're sending help out there. Sheriff's officer anywhere out there?
Yes,
I'm sorry?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Listen to me. Okay. I just need to confirm this. All right. I understand. I just need to confirm this. Is he awake at all? Is he conscious at all?
No. He's purple.
Is he breathing?
No.
All right. I need you to get him on the floor, flat on his back for me. Okay?
I did. I tried giving him CPR.
All right.
I tried giving him CPR.
Yeah. Okay.
But nothing happened. He's purple.
Okay. Listen to me. There's a defibrillator available. I need you to get it for me. Okay?
What is it?
You have an AED available?
No.
All right. Are you right by him now?
I'm sorry?
Are you right by him now?
Yes.
Okay. Lay him flat on his. Okay, ma'am. Listen. So is he cold and stiff?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's not necessarily cold, but he's stiff. And he's purple.
Okay. All right. Listen to me. Listen to me. I want you to lay him flat on his back for me on the floor.
I did.
Removing the pillows. Okay.
Yes, I did.
All right. Okay.
He's stiff and purple.
Right. Okay. Listen. Okay, man. That's fine. We're still going to do compressions on him. Okay. All right. Place the heel of your hand on his breastbone, right in the center of the chest, right between the nipples.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Baby, I'm telling you. Just by looking at him, you can tell.
Okay.
Please. Okay, he just gurgled.
Okay. Listen to me. All right. I want you to place the heel of your hand. Okay, right between his chest, right between his breastbones.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Yes.
We want to pump his chest to me hard and fast. Going to this twice per second.
I'm doing it again.
Okay, no, just keep on pumping. That's all you need to do for me. Keep on pumping his chest for me. I don't need you to stop and talk or anything. I just want you to count out loud for me, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is nothing.
Okay, ma'am, just keep on pumping his chest. That's all you need to do for me, okay?
Yes. Come on, please. Hurry up.
Okay, ma'am, they're driving here as fast as they can. Okay, don't stop to say hurry up. Just keep on pumping and counting.
I'm still doing it while I'm talking to you, okay?
Okay.
So you can see the operator was trying to get her to do CPR, but from the lack of breathlessness, it doesn't sound like she'd even tried. And I don't believe she did it before the call either. The autopsy showed George died of asphyxiation. He couldn't expand his lungs and suffocated to death. It also showed that he had scratch marks on his back and neck, contusions to his shoulder, skull, and forehead from blunt force trauma, and a cut from his busted lip. It's been speculated that Sarah probably pushed him down the stairs while he was still in the suitcase. As you can clearly see from the video, she recorded that at one point, the suitcase changed from an upright position to upside down. Before I end the video, I'd like to show you a bit of the police interrogation, which just adds more fuel to the fire.
on, like, his head and skull?
I have no idea.
As if something hit him.
I
Considered
have not
force
touched him.
trauma.
I have not touched him. I have not touched him.
Then how would you get those injuries?
Tell me and we'll both know. I have not touched him. He split my nose. I've got this.
Right.
I don't know if Brian told you about it, where I had to have almost what? I had one really bad surgery, but then it got really, 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 really bad, where I had to go like 4 or 5 more times afterwards for them to tend to it, from him poking me in the back of the leg.
Right.
So it's...
Then why are you still with him?
Everybody asks me that. When I tell you guys this, I really love him. Like I do. And I feel like I can help him. Like I feel like I could help him, which I did, because he came a really long way from where he was in Philadelphia to moving back to here and to dealing with everything else that he's been dealing with. I've really helped him. I've bailed him out of jail, 3 times. I've gone to every single hearing and every single arraignment, everything that I did for him. Gone to see all his public defenders, go to the state. I've gone to the state. I did everything for him because I'm trying to help him, because I had hope in him. And he was trying. He was really trying. And then he starts to think about things, and I think he gets overwhelmed, and then it's like...
Now, he's obviously still in there. So he didn't... How did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep.
Well, that's what you did.
Yeah.
But not intentional.
No, you told me you went upstairs because you were getting ready for bed.
Stopped here.
Okay, but...
Where's here?
Show me where you can see any fingers coming out, because there's the end.
And his head's right here. So going like this, rather than going all the way up, it's like this.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
And it doesn't show a hole.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't know, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the other video.
I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end it sounds kind of like a...
No, it's not malicious.
Well, saying fuck you.
It's not malicious.
Then what is that?
What does fuck you mean to you?
Well...
Like if I were to tell my partner...
like he does. I get called everything but a white woman, so...
Okay.
My intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
But you went upstairs thinking that he could get himself out, but the video shows
That's what I told
point
you.
can I see his fingers. And
He'll be up here any minute.
And then 30 minutes later, he didn't show.
And he's telling you
And I
he
didn't
can't
wake
breathe.
up.
Do you think
not
he's
able to get
joking? You told me he was laughing, and
We were before.
The video, there's no
When we
laughing.
first got in there, both of us were.
So how long was he in there for? This video is at 11:12 when it starts, so was he in there for, a long time prior to you recording this?
No.
So it goes from funny to no longer funny, but you're the only one laughing.
But I didn't think that he was, panicky.
So pushing up on a suitcase saying, Sarah, 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 I can't breathe.
George has done that in the past before, too, where it's just he thinks that he's woe is me kind of thing, where it's
He's never been locked in a suitcase where he couldn't get out, so...
It's kind of, I thought it was the boy
the oxygen
crying wolf kind of thing.
Okay.
And again, my plan...
But nowhere in there is he laughing, is he joking, he is begging. And you're the only one laughing.
Okay.
So once again, Sarah is trying to get herself out of trouble here. At this point, she knows the police are not messing around, and they can easily see right through her. Yes, she may have been abused by George, but from the sheer panic in his voice and her just laughing at him, it's obvious this wasn't going to end well. But what seems the difference to me between a game going wrong and her intentionally killing George in that suitcase is the fact she's not acting like someone that's just done something stupid that's resulted in a terrible accident. She's trying so hard to convince the police of her innocence. Her crocodile tears really annoy me. You can see no tears coming out of her eyes, and even by the sound of her voice, She just sounds like she's doing everything she can to get the police to believe her. But they obviously aren't buying it. To me, this wasn't an accident, as she's not acting like someone who's killed their boyfriend in an honest mistake. It's written all over her body language that she's lying. She knows she's about to go down for her boyfriend's murder. Jury selection began on Monday with Sarah's trial. It had been put back since October the 7th due to Hurricane Milton. She has so far been charged with second-degree murder from George's death. The proceedings had been delayed 16 times since 2020, and in that time, it's believed that Sarah's had 9 different lawyers representing her due to, quote, irreconcilable differences. A couple weeks ago, she rejected a deal that would have reduced her sentence by 15 years had she have pleaded guilty. Her new lawyer is trying to go for the battered woman syndrome plea, which would make the incident look like self-defense from the abuse she faced. She's currently staying in Orange County Jail. Okay, so that's going to do it, guys. I hope you found this video interesting and gained some more knowledge about the whole situation. Please do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. I'll be doing more true crime episodes soon, so subscribe if that's something you'd like to see. I will leave a link to all the original videos in the description, and I'll also leave a link to a fairly recent court hearing. And my next video will be under the strange and unusual category. So stay tuned for that in the following week. And until next time, take care of yourselves and stay safe out there.